Hey, folks, welcome to another show of Keith's Vision. Have we had an interesting week? The Democrats, friends of mine. I've got friends that are Democrats, love them. But you got to, the leaders of this party are off the rails. I mean, they're out there chanting and they're actually chanting in an Indian type sound. I think one of the Indian tribes ought to be suing them for that. And I think that was also Pocahontas that was in on that. So let's get rolling. We got a lot going on this week. Trump and Doge and Elon and the Democrats all in the ring together. And my, is it joyous, because what's happening is they are rolling open the Constitution again. It's been rolled up and smoked, and we're going to get it back. And we are already getting it back. We're not even ending the fourth week, and the amount of stuff that's been found has been crazy. And as you can tell on the Babylon Bee, the Democrats warn Trump's unelected shadow government is dismantling their unelected shadow government. So true. And if you're watching this on one of the video shorts, you can go to my TikTok or my YouTube, and you can watch the full episode if you want to see the slides that I go through, that I refer to throughout the show. So let's jump into what's trending. Boom! MSNBC was at the top of the hit list today, and they had, well, they don't have it up here anymore, the amounts. Yeah, there they are. They had over 32,000 posts. Now, I wanted to do Jim Acosta, but he only had like 3,300 posts. So he's really not that important. And we don't really want to hear about Acosta, do we? So I'm asking myself, why would MSNBC be trending? There's nothing to trend. All they're doing is regurgitating the same thing, reading from the same script. It's like, why would they be up here? Well, let's take a look and see. So American Sublime posts breaking. Hey, America, did you know there was 2 shooters for the JFK assassination? You won't see this on CNN, MSNBC, or CBS. Quite true. They wouldn't want to post the truth. That wouldn't make any sense. And then MSNBC comes up and does it again. They show you how biased they are. So they cut the mic off of President Trump during the swearing in of RFK Jr., only to bring on some health idiot to try to discredit him. They can't take these people that Trump's putting out there. Trump is building an army, a constitutional army, and they can't handle it. So this MJ Truth Ultra, he posted, whenever they do stupid crap like this, another red-pilled patriot is born. It's true. I mean, they're completely obvious. And then from Media Lies, haven't even seen them yet. MSNBC says it's chilling that the Trump administration will be enforcing laws against illegal immigration. Reassess that for me, will you please, and get back to me on that? It's only chilling if you're an illegal immigrant or someone wanting to harm the United States. You think? Yeah, it's been a beautiful week. And then MSNBC's Joe Scarborough, of course, doesn't want us to see this. Joe Scarborough agreed with Robert Kennedy Jr.'s vaccine claims in a 2005 interview. Fast forward to today, MSNBC is fear-mongering over RFK Jr.'s confirmation as HHS secretary. If you're an ex-follower, go reach out on there and look up Collins for Texas. That should be probably Doug Collins. I believe he's in Texas. Beautiful times, because what's happening is the truth is beginning to roll out. Thomas Hearn, MSNBC. Here's our favorite little, uh, whatever you want to name her. Trump isn't capable of being good. He's only interested in doing harm to the government. MSNBC's Nicole Wallace continues to desperately peddle regurgitated never Trump talking points. They just keep spewing it, right? Examples like this are why the legacy media is going bankrupt. Yeah, big time. We all saw bits and pieces of what was going on with the good old Whoopi. The lamestream legacy propaganda machine is suffering greatly, and it's because they continue to use the same playbook that many of their Democrat constituents do not want, but they're going to do it anyway because they don't know anything else. The Democrats are of one mind, and a hive mind is not good. So Charles R. Downs. It's funny how Adam Shifty Schiff, I love that. I'm with that. I got that on the side of my window. Loves running his mouth on X, CNN, and MSNBC, but runs like a coward whenever he's asked a legitimate question. Schiff isn't good at his Senate job, so maybe Schiff should try being a running back for the LA Rams because he sprinted. Oh, this ought to be good. Let's show more here. This ought to be good. This is a lengthy one. Let's see, should be a running back for the LA Rams because he sprinted onto the members only subway. Oh, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. We definitely have some crazy stuff. So this was 3 hours ago, I think it was. Robert Kennedy Jr. has been confirmed and sworn in as the 26th Secretary of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, HHS, by a vote of 52 to 48. No thank you to Glitch McConnell, who's supposed to be a Republican. He's voting against everything Trump. He's a never Trumper, and he will be that way. And Senator Thune needs to pull him out of all committees, sit him on the side, give him a little super sucker, and let him just relax. He's useless, absolutely useless. Another one from the Vigilant Fox. MSNBC shamelessly censors feed during RFK Jr. swearing in. Here's what they didn't want you to hear, and there's a longer thread. This just goes to show you the lamestream legacy media doesn't want the truth. They really don't want the truth. They want pure censorship. So let us go back, and we will go down one. Now, a little housekeeping. Give, send, go if you are able to. The Lord puts it on your heart. To K. Reuland, that QR code will take you to my account. These will also be in previous shows on my social media, Venmo, and they'll also be on these shows as well on the full video. Venmo, you can reach me there. I have added Buy Me a Coffee at Keith's Vision, no apostrophe and no spaces. I've seen a lot of this out and about, and it seems like a really simple to use software and app for customers, and makes good sense. I've heard a lot of people that have used it that have had some good luck with it, and they're building their networks as well. And that's really all I'm interested in, is building my network and being able to pay for the show. That's it. All right, let's move on to the social media. These are, again, will be in my full videos on TikTok and YouTube. Instagram is Keith's Vision GCD. Those are video shorts. On X, you can see me at Keith's Vision 1/media, and that'll take you to my videos. Those are video shorts as well. YouTube, you can reach me at Keith's Vision GCD. You can either do shorts or videos. We'll have them both. Typically, the video is posted the following day, and then the video is cut into shorts for you to just consume little bits and pieces of information. And then TikTok, Keith's Vision GCD, full videos, and also the shorts. So this is so true. So Stephen M. Legacy on X, replying to Alex Jones, 2025, let's go, baby. And there's two pictures, a drum with a little valve on it and water coming out of probably a 2-inch line. How I imagine Trump would drain the swamp. And then a dam with 4 massive pipes flowing water, the kind of water you wouldn't want to stand in front of. How he's actually draining the swamp. It's so true. And then here's the stuff going on with the Dems. I mean, they are really, really moving themselves out of the mainstream. They're going nuts. They're calling for fighting in the streets. It's really dumb, really dumb. So Corey Brewster, I think it is, the definition of corrupt. Not a single one of these fill in the blank is screaming about the corrupt misuse of our tax dollars at USAID. No, they're not, are they? But they are only screaming about Trump-appointed Musk exposing it and shutting it down. You gotta ask yourself, what's going on there? So we've got a little laundromat going on? That alone is all you need to see about the Democratic Party. Never forget this, especially in 2026, when the House is up for votes and there will probably be some Senate seats up for vote. Watch the Democrats. They are telling you who they are, especially right now. It's nuts. So this from Elon Musk, reposted from Hassan on March 19, 2019, I think it is, or 2018. The Pentagon spent $1 billion to audit their 2018 financials, and it failed the audit. $1 billion. I can't even wrap my head around that. I have a hard time with a million, much less a billion. So the Pentagon managers defend the $1 billion price tag of the largest audit ever. This is our government. This is why the people finally said, you know what? This is Trump's second term. We can't have him any more than that. We got nothing to lose. And the Dems have just destroyed our economy, and we're getting us into World War III. We were headed there. So let's see what's going on out on X. And in the universe of information that a lot of people don't have time to look for, I enjoy this because it helps me understand what's going on. So this was December 29, 2024. And this is from David Joe May. You're going to start hearing libs cry about Doge, D-O-G-E, cutting American jobs as they streamline government spending. Yeah. But remember, and this is key, a government job adds nothing to GDP, is taxpayer funded, and a drain on the economy. Stop the wasteful spending. He's absolutely right. When we are paying a government official, which we need government, but we don't need as much government as we have. I've heard all kinds of different numbers, but so far the loosest one I've got is 2 million government employees. Do we really need all those? We're going to find out. So DC Drano again. He's out to shake it up and letting people know what's going on. So he had this February 8th. He says, did you catch this part? Elon said, I was told there are currently over, wait for it, 100 billion per year of entitlement payments to individuals with no social security number or even a temporary ID number. If accurate, this is extremely suspicious. You think $100 billion going to whom? Or going where, right? So $100 billion is over $100 billion is being sent every year to people in America with no social security number. Wow. This may be the biggest money laundering scandal since Ukraine, Act Blue, and all the other globalist scams. This is why Democrats are freaking out. He's absolutely right. Their DC gravy train was just exposed. And then Gunther Eagleman gets in there. The scheme is over. Yeah, he's right. And you know, again, I got Dem friends. This is not a Dem issue. It is mostly the Dems, but we know the rhinos are in there, and they're going to have just as much problem. But I think they're shutting their lips right now because they're trying to focus it on the Dems. So this from Victoria, the U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals dismissed the lawsuit against Elon Musk and Doge. The decision was that his position was valid under the authority of Executive Order number 718-792. Big win for America's economy. So basically, this was February 13 was when it was posted. So when the left is telling you Elon and Doge were not elected, okay, neither were all the judges that are knocking down all of these executive orders. They were all placed by presidents. So that means the judges should be removed too because they're not elected. They're bringing up information that really kills their position. You don't take an elected versus not elected on this one because it's just going to destroy your point of view. So, oh, by the way, we just keep hearing more and more about what's coming out of USAID. So this from, I'm going to butcher this last name, I'm sure. This from Leslie Kajomotovitz. That's a tough one. Most people are unaware that USAID gifted in 2016, so this would be just before Trump was sworn in on his first term, $310 million of taxpayer money to start a Palestinian cement factory project. The project was a private venture by a company called Sanad to create cement mills and factories. And of course, helping build Hamas's terror tunnels in Gaza. So this was supposed to theoretically, by what they were selling it as, we're going to help them build Gaza. They built it all right. All that money went right into the ground. Dumb. Again, before Trump. Now that we've got Elon Musk and Doge and his team, we're finding out all kinds of stuff. And while this is all going on, I'm watching Democrats say, I can't believe we were funding this. And I can't believe the Democrats are upset about it. These people are basically saying, I'm re-registering. And they're either re-registering as an independent or Republican. They're done. They're done. Blue Dog Democrats are really ticked, that's for sure. So here comes the big one. This is from Joe Portman on X. Breaking, Trump directs Elon Musk to audit the Pentagon. Woo, what are you going to find in there? President Donald Trump has just announced that he has officially tasked Elon Musk with conducting a full-scale audit of the Pentagon. This is a monumental move aimed at exposing waste, fraud, and mismanagement inside the world's most expensive government agency. Yeah, right? Why it matters. Okay. And this really lays it out. And this goes back to the fact that they failed their own audit. The Pentagon has never passed a full audit despite handling trillions of taxpayer dollars. In the last 6 years, the Department of Defense has failed every single audit, unable to account for over 60% of its assets. They got holes in the floor where the cash is just falling through. In 2023 alone, this is a big number, $3.8 trillion in military spending went completely unaudited or unverified. That's your tax money and mine vanishing. Where did the money go? Nobody knows. Thank God for blessing us with Elon and Doge. So here's one where we come out of the X-verse and we go into local news. So I can't even believe I'm having to say this. Worcester, Massachusetts, Massachusetts' second largest city, voted late Tuesday night to become a sanctuary city for transgender and gender diverse people. Really? The Worcester, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong too. The Worcester City Council's 9-2 vote in favor of the designation came after an hours-long stretch of public discussion inside a packed city hall, including back and forth with councilors. I watched some of this video, and it's pure insanity. So we go on. So if the city I work in, let alone live in, cannot plainly state that the queer community is safe here, I cannot safely and effectively do my job. One vote attendee told the councilors. Wow. Another attendee said, this is for the whole group of people in your city who are being abused. I don't remember reading any articles about Worcester, Manchester, or Massachusetts where transgender people are being abused. Maybe there's one out there, but I would think it would have been on the lamestream legacy propaganda machine by now. Our world is imploding, absolutely imploding. Nuts. So let's move on to libs of TikTok. This is today. This is today, the 13th, February 13th. So libs of TikTok did key takeaways from Trump's press conference today. Now, Trump does more press conferences than Biden did naps. But the time he spends in these press conferences, each one of them is almost as much time as Biden spent in front of the microphone. It's insane. So the key takeaways. We'll be looking at the IRS, which they entered the building today to start looking at that. Car tariffs are coming soon. You ask yourself, car tariffs? Well, wait for it, because it will come out how much tariffs we are paying other countries when cars go into theirs, and how little they're paying when their cars come into our country. Would love to have Russia back in the G7. That's a great one. Elon Musk's Doge is doing a great job. Little plug for the Doge there. Deadline on the ban for TikTok could be extended. So it looks like they're working on some negotiations trying to find the right people. Taiwan took our chip business. We want it back. Not concerned about countries shifting business to China. You want to go to China? Come on. We got our own game going on. wants to talk on military spending cuts with Russia and China. This is huge. No need for producing or stockpiling new nuclear weapons. I fully agree with that. BRICS nations playing with the dollar could face 100% tariffs. That was the summary from his press briefing, which if you haven't watched it, go find it. Because the CNN replacement for Acosta, Caitlin, whatever her name is, she threw a question at Trump before he opened the floor to the media. And he shut her down big time. So here's another, this is awesome. So this is from the Post Millennial. This was today, the 13th. Judge lifts pause on Trump buyout offer, says unions don't have a standing in the lawsuit. And a quick summary of it here: on Wednesday, a federal judge lifted a stop order placed on the Trump administration's deferred resignation program that would offer federal workers payments for several months if they quit their jobs now, saying that the federal unions that sued the Trump administration do not have legal standing in the matter. Around 70,000 employees have taken the offer. My understanding is the unions basically said that he was forcing them out. The Trump administration was forcing nobody out. They made the offer, and 75,000 people took it. And the door is already closed as of the judge's decision to say, sorry, these people want to leave the government with a big check. They're allowed to do it. The unions are not happy. So, scoffers in the last days. How many of you that believe in Jesus are hearing a lot of this lately? It's just another pin in the prophecy map, right? Above all, you must understand that in the last days, scoffers will come, scoffing and following their own evil desires. They will say, where's this coming, he promised? Ever since our ancestors died, everything goes on as it has since the beginning of creation. I had one today. I think it was TikTok. And the guy said, oh, another verse slinger. Yeah, well, thank you. Chalk it up for the scoffers. Love it. Always love hearing those. Again, here's the QR code for Policies for the People. And if you're just watching this on a short, it's forum.policiesforpeople.com. That'll take you where you can go in, create an ID for no charge, and go through and find out what's going on. What's the discussion that's going up to the government? Things like chemtrails, you name it, all kinds of stuff. And again, from a biblical standpoint, earth is preparing for a war. Heaven is preparing for a wedding. Choose your destination while you still can. You can choose smoking or non-smoking. And if you don't choose, it's a choice. And the Second Amendment, of course, shall not be infringed, period. They didn't have any loose language in there, the founders, when they put this together. They knew what would happen. They knew men. They helped me sign, big time, right? We got to teach this to everybody we know. Family, friends, kids, you name it. Grandpas, grandmas. If they recognize something, they can call and say, hey, Mr. Officer, I got something I noticed here. And then the Tower Garden, any of you that have been with me, you're aware that I have this on my show because I enjoy my salads from that thing. They taste like no salad that you will buy over the counter at the store. And you can grow just about anything you want in there, from watermelons to lettuce. Definitely worth a look at. That link right there, kreuland.towergarden.com, will take you directly to the homepage of mine on Tower Garden's site. And there's all kinds of information in there. With that, I will close the show. Look forward to seeing you all next week. We will see what happens if we're not lifted off this planet before then. And if we are, joy, joy, joy. Because where we're at then is the feast. Have a great week. See you next week.